Hey now, and welcome to Stern Talk, everybody. I'm your host, B.O.S, bringing you another classic video. Tonight's video is Chris Rock versus Colt 40 Feinberg. This is an awesome video. This is the one where Chris Rock comes in the studio to tell Howard about his new book, Rock This. Chris Rock also has out a new CD. When Chris Rock gets in the studio, Howard has a little surprise for him. Howard has Colt 40 Feinberg, which is Chris Rock's biggest fan, waiting to meet him. This is a super funny video, so let's check it out together.
Extremely excited that Chris Rock is here. He's one of my favorite comedians. Also, I had a contest. Colt 40 Feinberg is here. He is the hottest black comic. Also, he wanted to meet Chris Rock.
How could there be two hot black comics?
Well, Chris is the most established hot comic.
Yeah. Remember, just keep your headphones on and stay close to the mic.
Wow, technical stuff. E-show. It's all about the E-show. It's not even about being up in the morning anymore.
There he is, Colt 40 Feinberg.
God.
There he is, Chris Rock. Chris, how are you? Good to see you.
How's it going?
Damn!
Colt, you won the chance to meet Chris Rock.
Chris is walking all the way around the other end like a rabbit, man.
He's avoiding Colt 40 Feinberg.
Man, you're the greatest. You're the man. You are the man.
Colt 40.
I love it. When Chris Rock first enters the studio, he looks over, he hears Colt 40 Feinberg, and he looks over and he's like, oh shit, what did I get myself into?
Feinberg, you have been a struggling comedian for how long?
Oh, man, too long.
And Chris Rock is your favorite comedian?
He the man.
He is the man.
Mr. Rock, you're the greatest. Pleasure to meet you. To make your acquaintance.
Do a little, Colt 40 Feinberg. Chris,
about this moment my whole life.
Hold on a second, Colt 40 Feinberg. Chris, do me a favor. This guy is your biggest fan.
Wow. I was wondering what happened to Barry Sobel.
Chris, this guy is your biggest fan.
Okay.
He wants a chance to do a little material for you. Maybe you'll discover him. Would that be all right?
Sure.
I seen this movie the other day called The Rock. You seen this film?
Okay.
No, you ain't seen it?
Go ahead. Yeah, we've seen the film.
You know, I mean, listen to the title. It's false advertising. It sounds like it's going to be about crack cocaine.
Right.
This about some white folks going to take over prison.
Right.
That don't make no sense.
Right.
White folks already own all the prisons. You know what I'm saying?
You say,
okay.
He's struggling. Now what? You saying he's not funny?
So he's like Mr. Leonard.
What are you talking about? What do you mean he's like Mr. Leonard? He's funny.
You're the inspiration for everything I do.
Okay.
You're the funniest man in America.
Wow.
How are you,
He's
Chris?
like the white cop from Sanford and Son.
Well, come on. He's working on his
Updated
material.
version.
Give me some other material.
I'm just working it out, you know.
Colt 40 Feinberg, do some more material.
40 Feinberg.
Go ahead.
Saw this thing called The Usual Suspects.
Right.
Okay.
Sound like it's got to have some brothers in it.
Right.
They got a police lineup in this film with all white folks in it.
Really?
Honky, please. You know that's a fictitious ass movie making right there. In real life, everyone in that room would have been a
Honky,
brother.
please.
What do you think? No good?
Honky.
You don't. What? Honky
No,
is not.
honky just never stuck.
It's just not an acceptable
It
word.
just never worked.
Really? You don't like? So you don't like Colt 40 Feinberg? Is that what you're
I
saying?
mean, you know, Colt 40 Feinberg needs some time.
He does. All right, Colt 40 Feinberg, you listen to Chris Rock and see if you can't learn something.
I will listen and defer to you.
All right, absolutely. We'll see how it's done. Now, Chris, you are here.
Yes, Howard.
Yes, you're here because you have a couple of things to promote.
Yes, I gotta sell some stuff.
Okay, you got copies of Rock This.
Yes, my brand new book.
We have a book.
Is everybody?
Yes, I wrote a book.
Is every celebrity now writing a book?
Yes.
Yes.
They give you money.
Right.
Writing a book.
What is it? You get a
big checks.
You get a big advance.
You're asking me.
You get a big advance.
The Mr. Book.
Did you get a big advance for
Took
this
his
book?
book to a movie. He's like, hey, how did they do that thing with the pages and the book? And,
Right. But you wrote this book yourself. Right?
I wrote this book.
And
Yeah.
is this based on your life?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It
It's
is.
a lot of my life.
Yeah.
The trials, the tribulations.
And you're promoting this book all over. I saw you on Oprah.
I was on Oprah, yeah.
Now that had to be a little weird for you, right?
It's all weird. This is weird. This Colt 40 Feinberg guy's weird.
What is going on
It's
with you
all
now?
crazy.
Now, are you getting like death threats or stuff? Because I saw two big white men with walkie-talkies and earpieces out there with you. What is going on?
Crazy.
What is he? He's got big
And I
bodyguards.
never had bodyguards.
Right.
I'm totally against it.
What's going on?
Because I was.
Are you like Madonna now?
Yeah, I think I almost got carjacked a couple of weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't even know what was happening. All I know is a bunch of cars were following me, and I was running lights, and then they started running lights. He said, you know what?
Do you think they were after you because you were famous, or do you think it was just random?
What kind of car were you driving?
I was riding a Rover.
Range Rover.
Range Rover.
Well, maybe it's because a black guy. Maybe it's a black guy in a Range Rover. Maybe the cops thought you were stealing a
It
car.
wasn't even the
Cops
cops. It
after
was just
You sure?
guys after me.
Really?
Yeah.
So now you got paranoid and you got two white
Yeah,
guys.
now I'm just real paranoid.
Right.
Man.
I just thought the guys out there. You go up to him, you go, and who are you with? And you go, I'm with Mr. Rock. I go, oh, he hired two white guys to call him Mr. Rock.
Just call him Mr. Rock.
Yeah.
Hey, man, let me be your bodyguard.
What?
I'll take a bullet for you.
Really?
I will walk through fire for you.
Really? You love him that much?
Man, I worship you. I'm serious.
Where's this guy?
That's Colt 40 Feinberg.
Where do you get people like?
I'm serious.
Where's this guy?
That's Colt 40 Feinberg.
I like Colt 40 Feinberg. I mean, I think he's really funny.
Get people like this.
What are you doing?
I come on your show.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to get up.
Right.
I'm going to do the Howard Stern show. I figure, okay,
Right.
Howard knows I'm coming.
Right.
He says he likes me.
Right.
Figure it would be a big stripper show.
Right.
Like you would extra strip it up.
You just came on the wrong day. Now, what happened when you
You didn't care it was me.
I didn't care.
See, I would have had a stripper day for you.
That's true. You know what? Because he's married now and he can't get laid all that much.
He could use a stripper day.
When's the last time you had sex with your wife?
Whoa.
See what I mean?
Last week.
Really? It was a week ago.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
so.
What
Yeah.
happens? You going to be in town on Friday? Maybe we'll go to Scores.
Oh, I'd love to. I won't
See?
be here, though.
Well, too bad. If I was you, I'd make sure I get
Man.
here. You're making a big mistake.
Who are you going with?
Just a couple of guys.
See, you know what's weird? Every time I'm busted at a strip club, my wife goes, "Why did you bring me?"
Yeah, well, why would you bring your wife to a strip club?
Why?
Why?
Why? would I-
Yeah, what does she mean by that?
My wife keeps saying that too. Why
She
don't you
doesn't
bring
mean
me?
it in the right way.
In other words, can I go to the strip club with you and keep an eye on things?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So now with all this success,
All my success.
you're still happily married.
Yes.
You are,
Yeah.
even though you haven't gotten laid in a week.
Yeah.
And do you say to your wife?
That's part of the deal, right?
Do you know in the last month and a half, Chris? I don't mind saying this. In the last month and a half, I had actually up until this weekend gotten laid once.
Wow.
All right. Now, how long you married?
Been married 10 months now.
Oh,
10
God,
months.
That's all?
Yeah.
Wait till you get to 20 years.
You've been
Yeah,
married
for a
20
couple
years.
years.
That's right. Imagine going a month and a half.
A month. I can imagine.
You can't imagine.
Yeah, it's rough, man.
It is very rough.
It's not about sex anymore.
That's right. And you're a young guy. You're a young guy. When you don't get it for a week, do you do yourself a lot?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
You go to these various hotels because you're traveling around the
And then
country.
it's always the never-ending saga of me trying not to spend money on porno.
Right.
Right.
But
That's the game I play with myself. Hey, I'm going to watch Gross Point Blank.
Right. It just doesn't work. Do you admit to your wife that you play with yourself?
I stopped admitting to.
You do. Did she ever say to you, she said, Chris, you've been away for a week. Were you tempted by anyone?
No, I have to admit that I off, or else she thinks I'm cheating.
Right. You do have to admit that.
Yeah, because, they grab, she grabs your.
She grabs you.
Jimmy.
She grabs
Your
you.
what?
Yo, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy. Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Thanks, little Petty. And,
Yes. You don't like Colt 40 Feinberg, do you?
He's fine. I mean,
You don't-
I can't be seen liking Colt 40 Feinberg.
You can't like him?
I mean, I'm not going to be mean, but at the same time, I can't,
You think it's wrong?
there's something that inherently, that's why you have him.
Really?
Hey, that's okay. You ain't got to like me. I still defer to you. I worship you.
Oh, thanks.
I think your book is funny. Everyone should buy your book. I mean, I can't read, but I have someone read me the book.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very funny book.
What kind of comment is that? Colt 40 Feinberg, do your best material for Chris Rock. Give him a joke.
All right, let me tell you. I saw this movie the other day called G.I. Jane.
Right.
Really?
About some cracker-ass white hoe.
Right.
Want to join the Navy SEALs.
Right.
Said, Hunky, please. Why don't y'all make a real movie about a brother trying to join an all-white country club? Instead of G.I. Jane, you call it G.I. Don't think so. You know? See, I get that from you, the end, a little bit. G.I. Don't think so.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
what Chris Rock is.
Hosted the MTV Awards.
Yes, I did that.
And Fiona Apple was insulted that you called her Fiona X. Now, I had the same reaction you did.
He made a joke about anorexia.
Hey, you got to remember, too, that Colt 40 Feinberg just brought up G.I. Jane, and that's what Chris Rock mentioned Will Smith's wife about having, no hair and starring in the next G.I. Jane. And as everybody knows, Will Smith did not take it well and smacked Chris Rock right on the face live on TV. It's funny that Colt 40 Feinberg mentions that in this interview.
Yeah.
I'm a little guy, and if I say you're little, you're real little.
I got to tell you something. I had the same reaction you did, that Fiona's speech was really angry. I was glad you said something. So then she came on my program, and she called you a burnt match?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I heard.
What was it? Wait, I'll play that for you.
I was listening that morning.
Yo, you were?
Yes.
Why didn't you call in?
Yeah, why didn't you
I didn't have the number.
All right, let me play the speech. All right?
Go ahead.
Even Chris Rock afterwards said you were Fiona X.
Yeah, Chris Rock needs to check himself because he was suffering up there and he grabbed for some kind of little anorexic joke, which I really don't appreciate. That I am angry about.
Anorexic joke?
Yeah, he said he was calling me Fiona X, which was okay. That's kind of funny.
All right.
But then he's like, oh, well, you have to excuse her because she hasn't eaten in a few days.
Because he did look a little hungry, he
Little
said.
Mr. Burnt Match himself.
Yeah, he looks kind of hungry, too. Isn't that kind of racist or
That's
something?
kind of racist. But she
Yeah.
doesn't know any better. She's dumb.
She's 19.
You know, boyfriend's going to make me disappear or something.
Yeah. She's kind of cute, though, right? You didn't mean it like...
Fiona Apple's boyfriend at the time is David Blaine, so that's where that joke comes in.
In a harsh way.
I didn't mean it in a harsh way.
Right. You're there to make a couple of jokes.
That's my job, is to diss her.
Right. And she
To
did
diss
seem...
her, Spice Girls, whoever's on the show.
No, I thought it took some balls that you got up and you started making fun of the Spice Girls to their face, but they're so stupid, they're actually sitting there laughing.
They're laughing that they're getting... They just like attention.
Yeah.
You know?
It doesn't matter. If you mention them, they're happy.
Yeah.
Now, let's ask Chris, because there's something that, you know, we have noticed with the white hosts from year to year.
Right.
And
With the white hosts.
The black host as well.
Right.
That you can rag on all the white performers.
Right.
But you can't say much about the black
Yeah, like Puff Daddy, you wouldn't make fun of.
Brag Puffy a little
No,
bit.
you didn't. Come on.
Come on, I said, Puffy, can you name 4 black videos you're not
Yeah,
in?
but that's a compliment.
Okay, I didn't rag. Well, he's doing a tribute to the guy.
Well, what do you want from me?
You don't rag people when they're doing
A
tributes.
tribute to, what's his name?
To Biggie. What am I going to do?
But,
Well, yeah, I had jokes, and then I'm watching this tribute.
was Biggie really a hero
people
to you?
are crying, and
was
I'm like,
was Biggie a hero to you?
he was a rapper.
All right.
We had Busta Rhymes there with what Martha Stewart.
Right.
What was easy?
It's easier to bust on white people, isn't it? Let me think about it. Let's be honest.
You know what?
think
I
so.
got on Blackstreet. I talked about their suits. They had on silver suits.
All right, okay, all
I
right,
said I
all
didn't know
right. You got a
Riddles
little
Rap made suits.
All right. All right.
That's a little something.
Trying to disprove
You know,
my point.
I'm gonna.
Colt 40 Feinberg, did you watch the MTV Awards?
Let me tell you something. That Fiona Apple.
Is he Little Penny? That's the voice he's doing.
Go ahead.
I'm sitting there like, what voice is this?
Go ahead.
Can you
What
do
do you-
that for, brother?
Colt 40 Feinberg.
That little crack-ass white hoe.
Yeah.
How dare she blasphemy?
Right.
Go insult the good name of Mr. Chris Rock?
Right.
I slapped the taste out her mouth.
Really?
Where that bitch at? Bring her in here.
What is this?
He's your biggest fan.
This is just to amuse you.
It's
Purely.
He loves you.
Look, Apple.
Robin's like, yeah, guess it's Howard.
He loves you.
You know what, man?
Everybody else is like, yeah,
Come
it's
on.
Howard's thing.
All right, someone from the audience has won the right to come in and ask you a question.
Really?
That's right. That's
What-
right.
Oh my God, who's this?
This is actually, it's Colt 40 Feinberg's manager,
Oh.
and he has a question for Rock and Bob. Let's bring him in. I mean, he has a question for Chris Rock.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Here comes Crackhead Bob.
See, there he is. All right.
There you go.
You are allowed to ask you. All right, here you go. What is so funny?
All to sell a book.
Well,
Oh, it is.
You're never writing again,
You know
are
what?
you?
I'm going to buy my album too.
what is your question for Chris Rock?
What's going on about you?
Who the hell are you? Where do you find these
He is
people?
Colt 40
That's my
Feinberg's
manager.
That's his manager.
Tell me everything I know.
Go ahead. You are Colt 45 manager.
Yeah.
Manager, yeah.
Yep,
You
yep.
are. And
So
what is your?
obviously you want to talk to Chris Rock, a guy who's made it in the business. You want to see what you do with the client. Now, what's your question?
All right. What is your question for
Okay.
Chris Rock? Go ahead.
I'm like, but you a dog, and you pissed off at me or something?
What?
You pissed off at me?
What do you think of that? What do you say to that?
It's Corky. What's going on?
I can translate if you need it.
Is he saying he sold crack to Marion Barry?
I don't know.
I wasn't saying nothing.
What is he?
He's saying that he a light-skinned brother and Mr. Rock is a dark-skinned brother.
No, that's not what he's saying.
Is it?
No.
Sometimes I don't understand him neither.
Were you asking
He's
what?
got a tattoo with your name on it, Howard. Is
That's the scariest part about
that
it.
your bitch in jail?
I don't know.
Come on now.
The name of the CD is called Chris Rock
Roll with the new.
Roll with the New.
Yeah.
And let's see, somebody says on here, Chris Rock is probably the funniest and smartest comedian working today. Karen James from the New York Times. That's nice.
Probably. He is the funniest man working today.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
Really?
I think everyone in this country should go out and buy the CD and a book and watch the show every week.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Well, there's your biggest fan.
Wow.
This country would be a better place.
And
if
what
more
about your
people listened to
manager?
Chris
Are you
Rock.
a Chris Rock fan?
Oh, yeah.
You are?
Yep.
All right. What was that question you wanted to ask him? Go ahead. Seriously. Go ahead.
So what's going on about I'm like you have done. What's going on with that?
Debo. To the third power.
Do you think it's very nice to make fun of the way the guy talks?
Hey,
Chris?
come on, man. The guy's got a speech impediment. The book is called Rock This, and your comedy CD, Roll with the New, is
Roll
available.
with the New.
It's in record stores now.
Featuring bad phone sex.
What is it? What's up with that? What is that?
It's like
Oh, that's
this
a funny
sketch.
That's funny?
It's a sketch on the
that's
album.
so funny.
That you like that?
It's so funny. I pissed in his pants. That's so funny.
All right. Is it true that Billy Crystal was upset that you won his Emmy?
That's what I keep hearing. I mean, I haven't talked to Billy.
Yeah.
Billy Crystal's upset because he didn't win
They
the
say
Emmy?
he stalked out of the award show after Chris won the award.
I would have walked out too, though.
What was Billy Crystal
Hang out
nominated
and
for?
watch everybody win.
Well, that's
Oh yeah, I'm happy for you and you.
No, but let me ask you this. What was Billy Crystal nominated
for
for?
the
hosting
Oscars.
the Oscars.
You are kidding me.
No.
Better than his stand-up?
Well, that's what
It was a
Billy
weird
thought.
category. It was me against Billy Crystal hosting the Oscars, Bette Midler's Diva Las Vegas.
Oh, Jesus
It's like
Christ.
it's a weird category.
yeah.
Weird category.
First of all, Bette Midler, who thinks she's hysterical, has never, ever in her life made anyone laugh, except for a bunch of lonely old broads. She puts on a fish costume and expects people to damn sit there and laugh. Billy Crystal is sitting there hosting an award show, and you're doing an hour of stand-up that kills? It shouldn't even be in the same damn contest.
In the same
That
category.
ain't no contest.
That's not a contest. You're right.
Hell no, he should have won that thing.
All right.
Well, I won.
Little
Who's a little...
Billy Crystal.
Really?
Hey, wait a minute.
Wait a
For
second
those
now.
that can't tell us apart, he said that.
Colt 40 Feinberg, you don't like...
Feinberg said that.
No, and I do got to say, I see you hanging with Jerry Seinfeld in L.A., right?
Right.
You friends, right?
Yes.
What you hanging out with him for? Man.
Why? What are you
We
anti-Semitic?
got our own thing going on here.
We're trying to get your own thing.
Go hanging out with them little white.
Yeah, well, we'll see when you get famous, Colt 40 Feinberg.
Man, I ain't never going to sell out. I'll
Really?
tell you that right now.
Right.
They ain't never going to
You're
cross
saying
over.
Chris is sold out?
You're saying...
Well, no, I would never insult you.
Jerry knows where the good... No, let me shut up. I'm married.
What? Jerry knows
I'm
what?
married. I can't say.
All right. All right, listen to me, Chris.
Okay.
Colt 40 Feinberg, first of all, you won a chance to meet Chris
This is the
Rock.
greatest moment of my life, Mr. Rock. Thank you very much. And Mr. Howard and Miss Roberts, thank you all.
Right. Okay.
And my manager, Mr. Crackhead Bob, thank you very much.
Right.
Crackhead Bob. I didn't get that far. Oh, so you're a crackhead.
That
Oh, good.
I did it.
Good for you.
You do not do crack anymore?
No more.
No
I'm
more.
done.
Why are
I'm
you
done.
off the crack?
Because I'm done.
You're done with it.
I'm done.
That's right.
Crack has been very, very good to you.
Yeah.
I still smoke it.
You still smoke crack?
Will you autograph my crack pipe, Mr. Rock?
Sure, I'll autograph your crack
Do you actually
pipe.
hang around with Jerry Seinfeld? Is that one of your friends?
It's a friend, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does he say about me?
Nothing.
Nothing? Doesn't
You
talk?
never come up.
Never come up in the conversation?
Never, ever.
Wasn't upset about the songs that we sang about him and his young
You
girlfriend?
would go out with Jerry and Shoshana?
Yeah, I've been around them.
Really? Don't you think that girl's a little too young for him? Do you ever say, hey, Jerry, what's up
man,
with this?
If you were single, who
Right.
would you go out with?
I wouldn't go out with a 17.
Oh, yes, you would. You'd go out. Hey, you'd have a 16-year-old on ice.
Did you ever get to feel her up?
No.
You did not?
No.
You swear?
I swear.
All right, I believe it.
I wish.
All right, take it easy.
But you had to sit back and laugh.
Howard did some great songs making fun of Jerry Seinfeld when he started dating a 17-year-old. And I would love to post them on my channel, but I don't think they'll fly on YouTube.
While you were.
All right.
I look, she's gorgeous. but,
She's
you know.
gorgeous. Colt 40 Feinberg, if you ever make it as a big comedian, will you go out with young girls?
I don't, well, you know, I mean, only if they sister, but not that young. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how come a white boy get to date a little white girl like that?
Right.
If his name had been Jerome instead of Jerry,
Yeah.
he'd be swinging from a tree.
That's right.
Is this Paul Mooney?
What's going on my material, that sucker?
Got White Mooney.
I tell you, it's scary. All right, listen, Chris, congratulations on all of your success.
Thanks, Howard.
Congratulations on your Emmy. I love your TV show. I like your books. I like your records. You're doing all the right things. Everybody digs you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Howard.
And go meet
Robin and everybody.
And all the guys.
Colt 40 Feinberg and Crackhead. And
Well, there it is, everybody. That's a great video, man. And you could tell by the end of the video there, Chris Rock was warming up to Colt 40 Feinberg. He realized he's just a young comic trying to make it in the business. Like I said, I think Colt 40 Feinberg is very funny. Colt 40 Feinberg has... you don't see him around too much anymore. He does come on Howard, and I think they do some evaluations. I don't know if they're Playboy evaluations, but girl evaluations of some girls. I got to get them up on my YouTube channel. They're funny. So that's it, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I did. And if you did, please hit the subscribe button and come on back to my channel. I'll be posting some new videos real soon. So until then, everybody, take it easy.